Hey guys, and welcome back to another Classics with Caleb, where I read the first chapter of a classic children's novel in order to give you guys a glimpse into what some of the popular children's literature was like just a few years ago. And for Black History Month this month, we're going to be reading a short story, actually, from the book The Skull Talks Back by Zora Neale Hurston. And I figured we'd do something a little bit spooky for February since everything is so mushy gushy. So let's do something a little bit different, why not? So here we go, without further ado. This story is called The Haunted House. And it goes like this. In Bullard County, Alabama, there was a haunted house, and you had to spend the entire night so you could tell what happened during the wee hours. There was guitar playing and songs, so the guests had music to console themselves. Gamblers and preachers, drunkards, and other dissipated classes had come to amuse one another and see what happened. The first thing to come in at 12 o'clock was a big black cat, and he would come and sit by the hearth with his back to the fire and his face to the guests. Then for 1 hour, the wind would blow and the lights would go out just as fast as you lit them. So the guests would get scared and run out, and they couldn't tell anybody anything about what happened in the house but this. The black cat come in and the lights went out. Some more guests came. The cat came in with them, standing there with his back to the fire and his face to the people. The guests began playing music. They intended to stay until day. The wind began to blow, and all the lights went out. They stood the whole hour, and the lights came back on. Now, when the wind rose, the door was already locked and thumb bolted. But it flew open. In walked a pair of white feet. The feet stood before the fire with their heels to the fire and their toes pointed to the people. When the door opened again, the legs came and joined the feet. The door was still locked. Next time, the thighs came in and joined the legs. Now, when the door opened again, in came the body and joined onto the thighs. Next time, in came the arms and joined into the body. When the door opened again, the head came in and said, "Now, by God, we got the man." The guest said, "No, by God, I don't know if you got the man or not. I know this, you got to run on your hands." And the people began to run so fast, you couldn't see them. And that is the end of that short story called The Haunted House. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll come check out The Skull Talks Back by Zora Neale Hurston and see what the rest of these short stories are like. But thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one. But until then, see ya!